I want to share some things that I feel are really essential for understanding how to use your body to guide the horse when you're riding. And to do this, I'm sitting on the ground, but you can sit on any surface that allows you to feel your seat bones. So it might be more comfortable to sit on blocks. It might be more comfortable to sit in a chair. However you choose to sit, just take a moment. Maybe take a nice deep diaphragmatic breath as you expand your belly on the inhale. Exhaling fully, feeling the diaphragm pull up under the rib cage. Inhaling. Allowing the diaphragm to move downwards, the belly expands, the rib cage expands. Maybe there's a little extension through your spine. Exhaling. And take a moment to be aware of where your seat bones connect to the surface you're sitting on. Noticing how they're a little bit pointed at the bottom. They're curved. And on the inhale, come a little bit to the front of the seat bones, feeling the pelvis tilt forward. And on the exhale, roll slightly to the back of the seat bones. Notice how on the inhale, there's an extension of the spine, a little arching. And on the exhale, a slight flexion. Inhaling, feel how you can come to the front of the seat, allowing the sternum to come forward. Maybe the chin lifts, and on the exhale, letting the back round. Notice how on the inhale, your shoulder blades can pull slightly towards your spine. And on the exhale, your shoulder blades can move away from the spine. Coming back to the middle. I'm going to switch my legs here. A lot of times I'll have people practice just changing the way their legs are crossed. It's a good example of maybe noticing habits that we weren't even aware of. So most of us tend to have a habit of sitting with one leg crossed over the other in a certain way. And when we intentionally change it, it can feel a little bit weird. So horses also have those habitual ways of doing things. And so sometimes it's a good idea to do things in a non-habitual way. Reminds your nervous system of what's possible so you don't get into limiting habits. So we can notice how our shoulders can roll away from the body in an external rotation and towards the front of the body in an internal rotation. So maybe try bringing the palms up, bringing the scapula close to the spine on the inhale, and on the exhale, roll your shoulders internally, bringing the backs of the hands together in front of you. Now let's bring it all together. Inhaling, coming to the front of the seat bones, externally rotating the shoulders. On the the exhale, rolling to the back of the seat bones and internally rotating the shoulders. Just with your own breath flowing. If that doesn't feel good, you can do the movement very, very small. You can just do it in your mind. And notice how you can change where you initiate the movement. I can initiate the movement from my seat bones, coming to seat bones, and noticing how I can allow that wave to come all the way up through the spine. And flexing on the exhale. I can think of initiating the movement from the crown of my head. So if I imagine a beam of light coming out of the crown of my head, on the inhale, I can shine the light a little bit behind me. And on the exhale, I can shine the light a little bit in front of me. Now let's come to the middle. So now the light is pointing straight up from the middle of our seat bones. Lily likes to play during time on the mat. So if I'm asking my horse to move forward and I do a little energetic movement of extension, they can feel that. Now I want my horse to be sensitized to these movements. So if I do my little movement and my horse doesn't go forward, I might need to add a little energy, thinking of pushing the bubble. Not force or pressure, but energetic movement. So I might reinforce it. But ultimately, I want my horse to just feel the movement of going forward. Now, when I want to stop, I can think of grounding with my energy, sinking into the earth. When I do that, there's a small flexion. I'm coming slightly to the back of my seat bones, but I'm not changing the direction that that flashlight pointing from the crown of my head is facing. It's still going up, but I'm just noticing how I can strengthen by contracting those abdominal muscles. So on the inhale, we use our muscles in the back of the body. They contract, shorten, creating an extension. And on the exhale, we're grounding. We can use our energy to activate or to ground and calm. So there's really two ways we can use our energy. If I think go forward, I want to think of activating, energizing, and for grounding, whoa, I want to think of stillness, solidness. So my horse softens and organizes around me rather than pushing and pulling me around.